Welcome to the baroscope analysis of Colin Albert, Part 2, the cross-examination, where we'll be investigating his knuckle injury in particular in the trial of the Commonwealth versus Karen Read. We'll be running through the forensic linguistics and identifying where we see deception markers. If you're new to the trial, this is Colin Albert. And you might be able to see his knuckles there are bruised or grazed, and it's possibly from a fighting injury. This is another photograph where there's possibly a black eye, but the timing of this photograph is unexplained, although on the internet it says 2 weeks after John O'Keefe was murdered. The trial is about the murder or the killing of John O'Keefe, who was a Boston police officer. And this is the attorney, Alan Jackson, who is cross-examining Colin Albert. So let's carry on straight into the analysis, and we will slow down and go through the transcript at the pertinent points.
Then I have two documents I'd like to mark for identification, with course permission, show Mr. Lau.
Okay.
Sir, do you recognize those two documents?
Yes.
Taking a look at the one that's got multiple documents on it, I don't want you to tell me what's on it, just tell me if you recognize the picture that's in the middle to the right.
Yes.
Okay. And then looking at the second document, which I believe is marked EE for identification at this point, does that appear to be a true and accurate enlargement of the first thumbnail?
Yes.
And those were taken on that photo was taken on February 26, 2022.
Yes.
At the place called, I think it's called Fenway Johnny's, right?
Correct.
Okay. May I publish the...
Put it into evidence first.
Move for the admission of just EE.
So you need to get it to the court reporter.
Take into account the judge and see if you can spot any bias from her. And if you can, do put them in the comments. Also, if anybody knows the family connections between the judge and this witness, that would be very interesting as well.
I'm sorry, just FF. May I approach?
Yes.
Do you see that photograph that's being displayed?
Yes.
Are you in that photograph?
Yes.
Which person are you?
In the middle.
And about what time of day was it? That's you in the middle?
Correct.
Okay. About what time of day was this taken?
Not sure.
Was it at an event of some sort, or just you were at a bar?
Just at a bar.
Okay. I want you to take a look at your right hand. Can you see from there clearly your right hand?
Yes.
What do you notice about your right hand?
It's cut up.
Your knuckles are injured, correct?
Correct.
Now, you didn't take this photo, did you?
Nope.
That photo was never on your phone. In other words, it wasn't a friend of yours that took the photo. Correct?
No.
This was taken by an event staff member, is that right?
Correct.
It was later posted on social media, isn't that right?
Correct.
You could not access the metadata, you couldn't access the time and date of that photo, correct?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
You couldn't manipulate the time or date this photo was taken?
No.
This photo is completely sort of out of your control, isn't that right?
Correct.
And it was controlled by the event staff at Fenway Johnny's.
Correct.
And on February 26th, less than a month after the incident at Fairview, that's what your right knuckles look like, correct?
Correct.
And this is a true and accurate depiction of your condition on or about February 26th, correct?
Correct.
How'd you get those injuries, Mr. Albert? We can pull the lights up.
I was at a party, my house party my senior year, and I remember it being icy out, and it was kind of like a steep hill of a driveway, and I was walking up the driveway, and I slipped down the driveway, and I tried to catch myself, but I had something in my left hand, so I had tried to brace myself with my right hand, and I ended up sliding a little bit down the driveway.
What'd you have in your left hand?
If I remember, it was either my phone or a beverage.
So, according to you, you fell on ice and injured your knuckles, as we just saw in that photograph, right across the top of your knuckles.
Correct.
Okay. So you fell onto, what, pavement, asphalt?
Yes.
and you braced yourself when you fell, your entire body weight, by putting your right hand down in a fist, and you injured your right fist, just the top of the knuckles on your right fist when you fell down.
Correct.
Okay, so let's go into the analysis because Colin would be the only person who falls on ice and rather than put their palm down to protect themselves, decides to use his fist to smash into the asphalt and only injures the tops of his knuckles. So it's completely incredible. But let's have a look at the forensic linguistics and go from there. So rather than go through every single line, let's get to the important part. Here we are. So he says, I was at a party, a house party. So here we have cognitive stress where the article and the pronoun split. He goes back to my senior year, and it was, I remember it being very cold out, I believe that says. Icy out, sorry. And it was like so can you see how the brain is fracturing, the cognition is fracturing? And a kind of like, so those who have been following the Veroscope analysis and learning forensic linguistics will recognize this as we put in a flag wherever we see the kind of like. So this is saying it wasn't. This was saying it was kind of like. So this is a fabrication. Nobody falls on ice and uses their fist to stop themselves. It would be a world first, in my opinion. So here we have convincing rather than conveying. So it was a steep hill of a driveway, and I was walking up the driveway, and I slipped down the driveway. So driveway is sensitive, most likely because it's a fabrication. And I tried to catch myself. Isn't that indicative? I tried to catch myself. Well, it looks like you've been caught. But I had something in my left hand. So here he's fabricating because he can't commit to what it was. So, reason why, I tried to brace myself with my right hand, and I ended up sliding a little bit down the driveway. So the driveway is extremely sensitive. Who believes that you fall on this make-believe ice and use your single fist, bunched up like a fist, to brace yourself? It's almost impossible because the human brain, in that split second of fall, uses a palm. It's automatic. It's like the cat who gets its tail trodden on and it doesn't think. And nobody uses a clenched fist to brace themselves. Nobody. So we have to ask ourselves, why are his knuckles injured? Or more likely, why are they re-injured from the incident at 34 Fairview? Was he involved in another fight? That's the real question. Okay, let's go back to the analysis. Sorry, to the trial cross-examination.
Seriously?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
So Alan Jackson says, seriously? I believe that the judge wouldn't allow Colin Albert to be suggested as a potential person that had a fight with John O'Keefe that might have led to John O'Keefe's death. I believe the judge wouldn't allow that.
You didn't put your palms down when you fell?
No.
You felt your entire body weight on your right fist and just injured the top portion of your knuckles, correct?
Correct.
Those injuries to your knuckles look an awful lot like the type of injuries that you would get in a
Objection,
fight.
Your Honor.
Sustained.
You ever been in a fight, sir?
Other than with my brothers, no.
You've never.
Okay, so that is coaching. Other than with my, so he knows that the question's going to come, have you ever been in a fight? And he says, other than with my brothers, no. It's a technique to indicate a willingness to be truthful. So this individual has never, ever been in a fight with anyone else apart from his brothers. He would have you believe. And yet look at the state of his knuckles. And I slipped on the ice. It's almost as bad as I fell down the stairs.
Been in a fight?
Nope.
If you've seen part one, you'll recognize that this nope is a linguistic tell, a deceptive marker for this individual.
Your entire life?
Other than with my brothers, no.
Never hurt your knuckles before?
Not sure what you mean.
Never hurt your knuckles in a fight?
No.
And in this case, when you fell down on the asphalt, it was only the top 4 knuckles of your right hand, correct?
Correct.
You right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
You box?
Nope.
I'm sorry, you don't box?
Nope.
You've never boxed?
Never.
Okay. The word never, normally in forensic linguistics and statement analysis, is almost always deceptive. However, if the question before using the word never includes ever or never, then it is less likely or has less weight. So we can't signal a deceptive flag just because he used the word never in this instance.
You ever practice boxing?
I've hit the bag for like cardio, but other than
Okay, hitting the bag is something that you would only know if you knew about boxing terminology.
that, no.
When you hit the bag, is that considered boxing?
I wouldn't say so. Not
It's not jumping
really.
rope, is it, Mr. Albert?
No.
It's not doing curls.
Nope.
It's not doing push-ups or calisthenics.
Nope.
It's hitting a bag, correct?
Yeah.
That's boxing, right?
I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when an individual says, I'd say, which is short for I would say, yes, they're reluctantly agreeing. So why? Why is this individual being highly deceptive?
When that photograph was taken at Fenway Johnny's, those knuckles looked like they had been re-injured from a prior injury. No?
No.
Just falling on the asphalt.
Correct.
Any other cuts or scrapes from that terrible fall on the asphalt?
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll rephrase it. Any other cuts or scrapes or injuries from that fall?
I don't remember.
Just your right knuckle.
I don't remember is also a deceptive marker of this individual. I don't remember is very often different than I can't remember. Percentage-wise, I can't remember indicates that at least you're trying, but you can't. At least you've attempted memory recall. I can't remember is more likely to be true than I don't remember, which often indicates not even attempting to recall, but as a pre-planned response or a coached response to the question. Bearing in mind individual flags, so we would put a flag in here as a deceptive marker. Individual flags mean nothing by themselves. I've said this many times. If you've been learning statement analysis and forensic linguistics with Berescope, you'll know this, so do forgive me for saying so again. But individual flags mean nothing by themselves, so we look for clusters and superclusters of flags. But in goes the flag for I don't remember. It's less likely to be true than I can't remember.
You said you've never been in a fight before.
Nope.
There we have the nope again.
Did you post a video?
He's being coached for singular answers so that he doesn't give the game away or is less likely to reveal the truth. Why? Why has he been coached for this?
That you're going to...
Objection, Your Honor.
The objection sustained. I'll see you at sidebar on this.
Okay, the judge always panics if the truth's about to come out. I've noticed that with her. And so she's using her influence again, in my opinion.
Familiar with this.
That's the father of Karen Reed.
So, Mr. Albert, you stay right where you are. We're going
lady
to
accused of
see a
murder.
couple of short videos, and then Mr. Jackson will ask you questions, and then Mr. Lally will ask you questions. Then I'll hear from the lawyers, and then I'll take a break, and you'll get a break before we go back. Okay?
Yeah.
She always likes a break, this lady, this judge.
Did you have a lawyer present?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right. So the first one, are they both on the same? They're separate.
I separated them.
All right. So let's mark them each for identification.
The one I'm holding in my right hand,
Bring it up.
I'll call advantage.
Okay. That would be GG for identification. Thank you. All right. So play GG first, please.
Do you notice the stress? It's very subtle. But whenever the truth is about to come out in this trial, the judge gets stressed. Why?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yo, your revenge boys, I will beat all your asses. I promise you, I will fuck you all up. Pull up, bitch.
Okay. And the next one, please.
You're a bitch, bro. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, pussy. Lean forward, boy, you be knocked out. KO. Bang, bang.
May I inquire, Your Honor?
Yes.
I'm going to take those two videos one at a time. I'm going to call one the advantage voice and one the bang bang video. For purposes of my questioning, Mr. Albert.
Did you notice the judge sighing there with stress? She does not like the truth, in my opinion. She always gets stressed, or she interrupts. Anytime a witness is under pressure and is about to reveal something, the judge normally intervenes. She will sometimes allow it if the witness can generally say, no, I can't answer that question, or any other technique that they've been coached in. And percentage-wise, it's off the scale. So if you have any opinions as to why the judge acts this way, please do put them in the comments.
Specifically regarding the advantage voice video, did you recognize it?
Yes.
How did you recognize it?
What do you mean by
How
that?
do you recognize it? Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. When was that taken?
Maybe my sophomore year in high school, around.
Where were you?
I don't remember. Where.
So your sophomore year in high school.
He has a common pattern of saying, I don't remember, I don't recall, I don't remember. And Jackson at one point says, do you remember anything? And of course there was an objection, which is fair enough.
About 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, around.
You indicated on cross-examination you've never been in a fight,
No.
indicating that you have no violent
Did you notice that mouth movement there?
tendencies and no violent proclivities, correct?
Nope.
What were you saying on that video?
That I would beat them up.
Did you say you would beat them up, or did you say, I will fuck you up?
I said I will F you up.
No, you didn't say, I will F you up. What did you actually say?
That I would fuck them up.
You also said something about beating somebody's ass, right?
Correct.
What did that mean?
that I would beat them up.
So when you said, I will fuck you up and I will beat your ass, was that a friendly invitation?
No,
That was a threat, correct?
I don't know if I would call it a threat.
Don't?
I'm not sure.
Someone walks up to you. I'm not going to do it. But if someone did, walked up to you and said, I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass. You wouldn't take that as a threat?
If they walked up to me, yeah.
But if they didn't walk up and just shouted it across the street and stood there and said, I will fuck you up, I will beat your ass, that's not a threat.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you are sure, sir.
All right, so that I'll strike at the Commonwealth standing up and objecting.
Were you threatening these advantage boys, guys, whoever they are?
Yeah, kinda.
Were you threatening them with violence?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
So the kind of is a minimization tactic, but he can't stand the lie, so he puts a yes at the end of it.
In the second video, you said, fuck you a number of times, and then you said, KO, you said, pull up, KO, bang, bang, right?
Correct.
Explain that to me.
I'm not sure, like, explain what I said.
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
Pull up, bitch, right?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Those same advantage kids.
Got it. So you're threatening them yet again a second time.
Yeah.
What does pull up mean?
Like, come by.
Yeah, meaning get over here, right?
Yep.
Because when you do, I'm gonna fuck you up, right?
Yeah.
Meaning I'm gonna fight you and I'm gonna put you down, correct?
Correct.
That was your threat to them.
Correct.
Can we get a time on this second one?
Of course. When was the second one, the bang bang threat made? Before or after the advantage boys?
I'm not sure.
After?
Might have been this same night. I really don't know.
Well, you're dressed completely differently, so it's probably not the same night. You would agree with that?
Unless I could have changed my shirt. I do that often.
Okay. So you changed your shirt on the same night. You just decided to threaten the guys twice.
Interesting. Karen also found that interesting and immediately turned to her other attorney. Changing his shirt. I wonder if his shirt was bloody on the night at 34 Fairview.
Is that what you're saying?
He's sensitive about changing his shirt. That has come out of the blue, hasn't it? That's come out of the blue.
Maybe.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure.
Was it around the same time frame?
Around, yeah.
All right. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Albert, you do like to fight, don't you?
Nope.
The fact of the matter is, you showed
So again, he uses his deceptive marker. Nope.
up at another hearing, at another proceeding, to testify, and you showed up with busted knuckles then too, didn't you?
I do not remember.
Which is different than I can't remember. But it's stronger, I do not. This is an unwillingness to answer.
July 27th, 2023, do you remember being at another hearing?
Yes.
Do you remember being questioned by some attorneys?
Yes.
Do you remember the question about the condition of your fist? Literally at the hearing?
Yeah.
It was obvious to the person that was questioning you that you had an injury to your fist, correct?
Objection.
Well, that's a statement.
I'll rephrase that. My apologies, Your Honor. You were asked questions by the questioner about the condition, the physical condition of your fist, weren't you?
So the judge there says that's sustained. So here we have cognitive stress by the repeated that, which is sensitive.
Correct.
And you claimed at that time, well, let me back up for a second and ask a different question. They were asking because you had open injuries on your right knuckles yet again, didn't you?
Correct.
You said, it must have been hitting a heavy bag, right?
Yeah.
Boxing again.
Hit in the bag, yeah.
Just working out, right?
Yep.
Didn't have any injuries on your left hand, though, did you?
No.
How many times have you hit a heavy bag?
I'm not sure.
How many times have you worked out with a heavy bag? That's an unfair question. I'll ask a better one. How many times have you worked out on a heavy bag?
I'm not sure.
When you work out on a heavy bag, you wrap your hands, don't you?
Well, he doesn't want to say every week or 3 times a week, does he? Because he doesn't box.
I do not know.
I see. So only your right hand gets injured over and over and over and over again, not your left hand.
I'm not sure.
Even though you punch in the bag with both hands.
I'm not sure.
Yet again, you're right-handed, aren't you?
Yes.
So when you throw a haymaker, your hardest punch, that's with your right fist, correct?
Objection.
I'll allow it.
Is that right?
I would say they have equal. They're equal. I don't know. Not
That's
sure.
all I have.
All right, Mr. Lally.
Okay, so I would say, did you notice that? Let's go into the analysis again. We won't go through word by word because we've just heard it all, and I've pointed out quite a lot of the deceptive markers. So let's just go to the summary. So what do we have? We have lots of distinct hedges. I remember like kind of a little bit stuttering restarts. A house party, I was, like a was kind of like a repeated pronouns, so, reason, why, which I've noticed in that part of the world they use a lot, so it carries less weight in my opinion. Yeah, in deceptive statements, there tends to be a lack of color, emotions, temperature, real descriptions. It's a good way to describe it is deception is black and white. There's very little color. There's very little added detail. And also something to bear in mind with deception is the deceiver tends to have the story and it's minimal detail and it will stay the same over time. Whereas in truthful statements, memory starts to add new details as memory recalls. So that's a very good indicator of, is it deceptive? If we have a period of time where it's, this is the story and nothing changes, then it's it's more likely to be deceptive. And here we have missing sensory details. Yeah, so it's almost impossible to believe this story. I don't know anyone who uses a closed fist to brace their fall on icy concrete, icy asphalt. It happens at the unconscious level and we use our palm. It's instinctive. Nobody uses a fist. It's impossible to believe. And so therefore it's deceptive in my opinion. And why? Why are his injured knuckles? Why is it important for him to deny the injuries? What other fights has he been in? Has he been involved in a fight with John O'Keefe? Has he been involved in a fight after that? Perhaps someone had said something to him. Perhaps he's highly stressed as a result of the killing. We don't know. But certainly his knuckles are injured. Let's just have a quick look at those knuckles again. So no injuries from this icy fall apart from the knuckles. It's not credible. No wrist, no forearm, no palm injuries. We have unreliable denials about the boxing and the fighting. This, some people call it a deceptive tag or a deceptive marker. And nope, although he doesn't always use nope when he's deceptive, percentage-wise, it's more often than not. And we have his deceptive collapse, where he denies it's boxing, then admits hitting the bag, and is forced to admit that it is indeed boxing. When asked an unexpected question about this, in my opinion, deceptive fall on the ice, he has to very quickly make up in his mind because he was asked, "What did you have in your other hand?" Either my phone or a beverage. So here we have the cognitive overload. But he can't remember the crucial detail. He remembers everything else. If I remember is unnecessary language and also a hedge. We were talking the other day in the comments about, are they conveying information or are they trying to convince us? And as a general deceptive rule, if we spot convincing language rather than conveying language, we put in a large red flag. The I don't remembers, the not sures. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the Colin Albert cross-examination by, in the Commonwealth versus Karen Read trial by Alan Jackson. And I look forward to speak with you in the comments. If you haven't seen part 1, please do. And if you want to follow along as we learn statement analysis and forensic linguistics, please do follow the channel. Or more importantly, if you want to increase the reach of these analyses, hitting the notification bell is the strongest signal to the algorithm, and I'd be very appreciative if you could do that. Okay, thank you, and look forward to speak to you in the comments.